evening, everybody. My name is Jamai, also known as Miller, which is my last name. Just a little bit about myself. Certified personal trainer with ISSA, International Sports Science Association. I'm also certified in fitness nutrition. I'm not a registered dietitian, but with that being said, I can give fitness nutritional advice. I am also certified in strength and conditioning. Today I want to talk to you guys about supplementation. Now, there's lots of supplementation, different types of supplementation, but the type of supplementation I'll be talking to you guys today about is protein supplementation. Because I know we have supplementation like creatine, glutamine, those type of supplementations. We have other supplementations like vitamins, minerals. So what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is protein and the type of protein means and why you need to supplement with protein. Now, first off, I know a lot of individuals don't need protein at all. They can have 6 meals a day and meet their minimum requirements for protein supplementation or protein intake. It's said about 1 to 0.8 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound or kilo, whatever you use. I prefer to use pounds. So 0.8 or 1.5 grams of protein per pound. And for me, being 221, lost a little bit of weight due to my injury, I need to intake at least 21 grams of protein. Now, if you do your meal preps, count your macros, that's a lot of protein. When it comes to chicken, tilapia, salmon, what else we got? Steak. That's a lot of protein to, intake. It's a lot of meals to have. One bodybuilder I know, Phil Heath, he, eats. Most of his protein intake and food intake comes from eating. I'm pretty sure he'll, intake protein, his supplementation, because he has a supplement brand. I know a guy out here in Iraq, he doesn't drink protein at all. He just eats. It's pretty big, does his thing, and he gets his protein by just eating. I, for one, can't eat 6 straight meals a day. I can do 3, maybe 4 meals, and then I'll chug me, 2 protein shakes, preferably 2 scoops each, which will equal up to 96 grams of protein. That's just off of 2 protein shakes. So before we get into supplementation of protein and what types of protein to use, let's get into the body types so you can understand what kind of protein you might want to use or you might need to use. You have ectomorphs. Ectomorphs are those real skinny individuals, tall, skinny, and they really have a hard time gaining muscle, size, fat even. So there's those guys that are lean, shredded maybe, and have abs but barely any muscle mass. And then you also have mesomorphs. Mesomorphs are those athletic individuals, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I'm not, in the NBA or anything, but I guess you can count me as a mesomorph. It's easy for me to gain muscle mass. You have broad shoulders. And then you have the endomorphs. Prime example of an endomorph may be, if you know a little bit about bodybuilding, Branch Warren. Branch Warren is a very short individual. He's stocky, has that box body type looking shape. But he is bulky. Only difference between Branch Warren is for endomorphs, it's hard for them to get cut, get shredded. Those are the kind of, unfortunately, chubby individuals. So I want to start off with ectomorphs. Now, for ectomorphs, type of protein as a CPT, certified personal trainer, I would recommend is, a gainer. Now, I'm a big fan of optimum nutrition, number one. I live by it, I swear by it. I wish they would even, have me as like their athlete or something, but optimum nutrition is my most favorite protein. That's the only thing I use. For ectomorph, I would recommend a gainer. Now, if you notice, they have a gainer called Serious Mass. Now, Serious Mass is a gainer that is packed with sugar. It also is also packed with carbs, but keep in mind that sugar that's in Serious Mass. The amount of sugar that's in there, I want to say upwards about 24 grams of sugar per serving. I don't have it with me to show you, but off the top of my head, that's a lot of sugar in it. I used it before, back in my day. I'm still young though. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that type of mass gainer. Reason being is because some people get out of control using mass gainers. With serious mass, some individuals think that, okay, I'm gonna use serious mass, I'm gonna gain muscle, I'm gonna get big, I'm gonna get swole. But what they fail to realize is all that protein does is assist your body to recover, of course, help build muscle. And of course, the same thing what carbs do is, fuel your muscles for, the workout and for recovery. So the last thing you want to do is you have an excess amount of carbs, and when your body reaches that limit on carbs, you still have sugar. And sugar just turns into carbs, and with too much carbs, the next step is fat. So you're gonna go from a lean ectomorph to someone lean with a little gut, in a sense, a little bare belly or whatever the case may be. So you're not getting the mass, the quality mass that you want. Now, if you want to use a gainer as an ectomorph, I would recommend Optimum Nutrition's Pro Gainer. Pro Gainer does have those carbs upward around 60, I want to say 60 to 80 grams of carbs. I've used it before myself. And it's very, very, very low in sugar. Anywhere, I want to say it's below 10 grams of sugar. So that's not bad for a gainer. So you're getting, your protein in there. And I can't remember off the top of my head the amount of protein, but of course, it's a protein shake. So you're going to get, a lot of protein in there, for your muscles. You're going to get the fuel that you need, the recovery that you need with your carbs, and you're going to get that low sugar so you don't gain too much weight. So for an ectomorph, I personally recommend Optimum Nutrition's Pro Gainer. Go ahead, Google it, look it up. Pro Gainer to me is probably one of their best gainers they have. I actually ordered some protein the other day as well, and I got it from Optimum Nutrition. They gave me a sample, and this is their gold standard gainer. I haven't used it yet, I haven't tried it yet. Their gold standard gainer seems a little bit similar to the Pro Gainer. 55 grams of protein, 770 calories. The Pro Gainer is up there in calories as well. 116 grams of carbs and 12 grams of sugar. In comparison to the Pro Gainer, I once again will go with the Pro Gainer. It's a little pricey, but to me, that's your best bet. Now let's go into mesomorphs. Mesomorphs are guys like me. It's easy for me to gain muscle. I'm not trying to bulk. Well, yes, actually I am trying to get bigger. But when I bulk, I want to bulk lean to maintain my core, my abs, and have that lean structure still. I don't want to get too bulky. I don't want my body fat to be anywhere above 12, 13, or 14%. I want to keep a low body fat while gaining muscle mass. So for an individual like me, I would use Optimum Nutrition's Whey Gainer. Disregard Optimum Nutrition's Whey Protein. That's the most popular protein Optimum Nutrition has. Everyone uses it whenever they want to have protein. It's my most favorite protein. That's what I use when I'm trying to bulk, lean bulk. That's what I use when I'm trying to cut. That's what I use when I'm just in the, I guess you can say, off season of lifting as a supplement, for the protein that I'm not getting. I got a big bag, but this is my bag of Optimum Nutrition Whey Protein, just the gold standard whey. As you can see right there, 24 grams of protein, has your BCAAs as well, and your glutamine, your amino acids. Real quick, I'll read nutrition facts for you. 2 grams of sugar. That's probably the main reason why I use this protein. I'm trying to stay lean, still put on mass, so I want to make sure that I minimize my sugar intake as much as possible. 120 calories, not much, but I always use 2 scoops, sometimes 3 scoops. So that 120 calories bumps up to 240. Carbs in there, 3 grams of carbs. Once again, I'm not trying to bulk too excessively, I'm just lean bulking. 3 grams of carbs in there, double it scoops, 6 grams of carbs are not bad because my other meals, I'm eating carbs. And the same thing goes for carbs as well, and we'll get into carbs in a different, session when it comes to carbs per kilo or carbs per pound of body weight. But I get my carbs from all my meals. There's only one carb replacement, and I'll get into that, like I said before, on another session. Grams of protein, 24 grams of protein. That's just one scoop. I double it. Now I have 48 grams of protein. So, Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey, my favorite, my number one. They also have hydrolyzed whey protein. I never really looked into it too much. I tasted it one time. I tried it one time. The consistency is a little thick, but it is a good protein. The only difference with hydrolyzed whey protein gets into your system faster. It fuels your body, your muscles faster, helps you recover. Isolized whey protein, or whey protein isolate, does that within double the time, I guess you can say, than Optimum Nutrition's whey protein would do. So a little recap: Ectomorph, pro gainer. Try to stay away from the serious mass gainers. If you're going to use a serious mass gainer, make sure your diet is on point. You're counting your macros. If your trainer says use it, then make sure your diet is on point. Your carb intake is on point. Your sugar intake is on point. Everything is on point, because you don't want to gain too much fat. There's a difference between gaining fat and a difference between gaining muscle. For mesomorphs, individual like me, whey protein. If you're trying to bulk seriously, pro gainer is not that bad because it's not high in sugar. But once again, make sure that diet is on point. I've used it before, and I have to pay attention to my carb intake because I'm getting a lot of carbs from that pro gainer. Last but not least, we have those endomorphs. Endomorphs are, like I said, those boxy individuals, short. They find it hard to lose weight, unfortunately. And that's what us as certified personal trainers, exercise science specialists, individuals like that are here for, to help you guys to meet your goals. So for an endomorph, once again, I would recommend Optimum Nutrition whey protein. You are trying to cut down on fat while still maintaining that muscle. So that's what that whey protein will help you to do. It's low in carbs, low in sugar, high in protein. Especially if you're on a low carb diet or carb cycling, it's perfect. It's perfect to use to ensure that you're not having too much carbs, too much sugar. Once again, I'll get into the whole carbs. I get into carb cycling. I get into low carb diets later on. Or if you just want to ask me, you can go ahead, shoot me any questions about that. Now, we already spoke about ectomorphs, we already spoke about mesomorphs, and we spoke about endomorphs and the type of protein that I personally would recommend for them. There's other guys out there that would recommend other protein. I'm not gonna knock anyone's choices. I'm not gonna sit and say what I say is the best choice. I'm just gonna I'm telling you based off of my experience, based off of my knowledge, and honestly based off of my love for Optimum Nutrition, because that's the only protein I use. I tried Set the 6, I tried the Walmart brand, I tried BPA. What else I've tried? I tried all sorts of protein, and it's just not for me. Optimum Nutrition is the one. Now, real quick, I've already gone through the three types, body types, I guess you can call them. Real quick, I want to go over the types of protein to use. And we have some vegan guys out there. I know we have people that are lactose intolerant. My wife hates me for this because I am lactose intolerant. You get me some ice cream, you get me some protein, and it's not going to be a good day in the vehicle, in bed, or anything, because yes, I do pass gas, or for lack of better words, fart. So I am lactose intolerant, but it's not too crazy. I don't go run to the bathroom to poop or take a dump every second that I drink protein. So for the individuals that are lactose intolerant, you can try soy protein, you can try rice protein, you can also try egg protein, and I want to say there's also vegetable protein for you guys that are vegetarians out there. I know my younger brother, Bashabingi Jalil, he's a vegetarian, so there's vegetarian proteins out there that you can use. I think he'll like rice protein as well, and there's also soy protein. Egg protein is a good source of protein as well. I've never tried it before. I may try it when I get back to the United States and see what it's like. It's probably the next, I personally would say it's probably the next best thing after, I guess you can say, whey protein. This egg is a good source of protein. A lot of bodybuilders live, swear, and die by eggs in the morning, even eggs at night. So those are the type of proteins that I would recommend. If you don't like whey protein for supplementing or for different supplementations types of protein, those are the type of protein that I would recommend to use. If you're lactose intolerant, if you're vegan, you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat, lactose intolerant like me, that's what I would recommend. So real quick, wrap it up. Spoke about type of supplementations, spoke about, you know, why you need a supplement, if you need a supplement. We spoke about the individuals that don't need to, guys that can get that protein in without having to, you know, drink shakes all day. We spoke about how many grams of protein per kilo or per pound. We also spoke about you know, your body types: ectomorph, mesomorph, endomorph, and we spoke about the different types of protein. Now, all this information, of course, is on the World Wide Web to find. I'm not your only source, but I am more than willing. I'm happy to just share the knowledge that I'm learning, and I'm continuing to learn on a daily basis, whether it be in my classes, whether it be trial and error in the gym, trial and error through eating and figuring out what foods work for me and what food works for other people. So, I mean, you can go on Google. I'm not knocking Google. I'm not knocking the web. I'm not knocking other trainers at all. Go ahead, give those guys a shot. See if you like them. Pick their brains, you know, see what they can tell you. Or you can hit me up on Facebook, Jemai Miller. My fitness page on Facebook is Miller Lifestyle Fitness. I preach a lifestyle of fitness, so that's why I call it Miller Lifestyle Fitness. You can also look me up on YouTube, once again, Miller Lifestyle Fitness. And you can find me on Instagram, Jemai Miller. I keep it pretty simple. I don't have crazy, you know, names like, you know, Mr. Flex 101. You know, it's too much. My name given to my mom, from my mom was Jemai. Last name's Miller. Unfortunately, it's the government name, but I love the name that I was given. I have no issues with it at all. So if you want to know anything, feel free to DM me, message me on Facebook. Check my YouTube page out. It's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. I'm not ashamed if I'm wrong. I'm not ashamed if I'm stomped by anyone else. I enjoy learning from other people. And let's just see where this goes from here. Next time, I'm going to see what else I can bring to you guys. Until then, guys, stay fit, stay safe, and try to make yourself a better you day in and day out. Bless.